So here is our project. We're going to create this Celtic knot necklace using knitted cord. This example, I used a 4-stitch cord. I'm going to show you how to make both the 3-stitch and the 4-stitch cord. So once again, I'm using my bulky yarn just for demonstration purposes. Let's start by creating a slip knot, and drop the slip knot on your needle. Move that over to the left. Keep your yarn to the back. Now insert your right needle into the slip knot as if you're going to knit the stitch. So overlay your yarn, pull it through, but do not drop the slip knot off. Instead, I want you to push your right needle to the back and overlay your yarn over it. Make a loop on top of the needle, like that. So you've got the knitted and then you've got the yarn over. Now bring your needle to the front and knit that stitch again. And then you can drop off the slip knot. So you've done a knit, a yarn over, and a knit all in one stitch. You've created 3 stitches out of one, out of that slip knot. Let me pull that slip knot down tightly. And notice how it makes a nice V shape. We want that nice V shape, as opposed to casting on 3 stitches in a row. Now, why do we want to do that? Well, what if you wanted to finish this with some jewelry components? For example, here's an end cap with a loop. Maybe you want to attach it to the end. See how nicely that fits in there? Now here's an example where we simply cast on 3 stitches. You're going to end up with a bar shape, and as you can see, that's not going to fit into a jewelry component. So you're free to cast on 3 stitches if you want, but I wanted to show you this alternative method where you can get this nice fine point. So now, once we've done that, you're going to transfer those stitches back to your left needle, like that. And let's untangle our yarn here, and now we're going to knit these 3 stitches normally. There we go. Let's tighten that loose thread a little bit. And now you have your 3 stitches on your right needle. And now we're going to once again transfer those 3 stitches back to the left needle. So now your thread is always going to be at the end there on the left. And let's knit again. Knit those 3 stitches. I'm going to insert your right needle into that first stitch and just pull that yarn over from the end to the beginning. Pull it nice and tight. And knit the next 2 stitches. And we do it again. Drop them back onto the left needle and knit them. Always make sure you pull that first stitch nice and tight. And we just repeat. And you repeat this for as long as you need the cord. And now I'm just going to stop and show you how this looks. Twist it around here so you can see how it is now forming a cord. A nice seamless cord. Now I'm going to show you how to finish that off. Let's say this is as long as you need it. Again, I'm going to show you how to finish it off in a nice point rather than bind off 3 stitches. Because if you bind off 3 stitches, you're going to have that bar shape. Here, we're simply going to insert our right needle through all 3 stitches. Y'all see that? And you're going to overlay your yarn and bring it through all 3 stitches. Pull it nice and tight. Drop the remaining stitch back on the left needle and draw one more loop through it. And cut your yarn and pull it right through. Pull it nice and tight. And there you have a nice point at the end. So now I'm going to show you how to make 4-stitch cord, and I'm going to start this one by simply casting on the normal way in case you don't want the end to form into a point. Maybe you don't need it, maybe you find it a little too difficult to do, so I want to show you that it's perfectly fine to cast on normally. So let's cast on 4 stitches. And now we simply knit the 4 stitches across. And then just transfer them back to the left needle. And start knitting the row again. Bring your yarn over from the end, pull it nice and tight. You're going to need to pull it a little tighter on this one since there's more stitches here. It's a little bit wider than the 3-stitch. And drop them back onto the left needle. And repeat for as long as you need it. And there's your cord nicely taking shape. Now, how do we finish off the 4-stitch cord? Well, we start by knitting together the first 2 stitches and then knitting together the next 2 stitches. So let's insert our right needle from front to back through both the first and the second stitch at the same time. You see that? My needle is going through both of those stitches. Overlay your yarn, pull it through both stitches, and there you go. You have now knitted 2 stitches together. And we're going to repeat that again. We're going to repeat that with the last 2 stitches. Insert your needle through both. Wrap your yarn. Pull everything nice and tight. And now we're going to pass over the first stitch over the second stitch. Like so. And drop the remaining stitch back on the left needle. Pull one more loop through. And cut your yarn. And there you go. Now I'm going to show you how to finish it up. You're going to take the loose ends and you're going to basically hide them inside the cord. I'm just going to fish them through with either a needle or a crochet hook. So I'm going to show you first with a tapestry needle. As you can see, it's a fat, blunt end needle. And find a good spot to just put that needle in. Pull it all the way through. and pull it tightly at first, and then cut right at the edge, and then pull it back to loosen it, and the end will just disappear right inside the cord. You won't even see it. Now we're going to do that again with the other end, and this time I'm going to show you how to do this with a crochet hook. And here we're going to put the crochet hook about an inch or so down, fish the loose thread through, and once again pull it tight at first, cut right at the edge, and then loosen it so the end disappears. So let's finish our Celtic knot necklace. I made about 3 feet of cord, and I have created a template for you all to download and print out. I've printed mine out here, and I've made little pinholes. And I've taken some pins, and I'm going to put this printout on top of something really soft so that it'll act like a pin cushion. Here I'm just using a nice fleece sock. So I'm going to put the printout on top of the fleece sock. And now I'm going to take the cord and I'm going to pin it. Into place. And that about does it. There. Now you can remove all the pins. and it just needs to be reshaped a little bit. As you can see, I've got too much on the right side and not enough on the left side. So I just need to fish that extra cord through from the right to the left. And there's your finished Celtic knot necklace. So here are a few other fun ideas for knitted cord that I wanted to share with you. Here's a necklace that I made with 5 different colors of cord that I just twisted together. You could then just tie it in the back or finish it off with jewelry components. This would also work as either a bracelet or a belt. And here's a necklace combining cord with baubles. Baubles is our next class, so in that class I'll demonstrate how to make this. It's a good example of how you can combine our projects here. And here's a cell phone case I made, and I used the cord for the strap. This is short, it's meant just for the wrist. But you could choose to make it long to wear it crossbody. And here's a decorative little candy cane that I made for the holidays. You can either hang it on your tree if you celebrate Christmas, or hang it on the knitted garland that we'll be making in another upcoming class. And here are some more ideas. You can find this page in the companion PDF. You can make numbers and letters, spell out your name or initials using your school colors, and then attach them to a shirt or your backpack. And I'm going to show you how to do that now. So one of the ways to attach a cord shape, like the Celtic knot here, is with fabric glue. You just apply it like regular glue to the back of the shape, affix the shape, and let it dry, or you can use peel and stick. This is what I use. I buy this stuff in bulk. You can find it at Walmart for around $4 or less. It's like a double-sided tape. You press it onto whatever you want to stick, and then you remove the other side and attach it to the fabric. I'm going to demonstrate a little piece of that right now. So here's a little piece of cord. And here's the peel and stick, and I'm going to attach the cord to this fabric here. And as you can see, the cord is smaller than the width of the tape, so I'm going to attach the tape in the other direction. So first I'm going to attach and press it on nice and hard to the cord, like so, and cut right at the edge. And I'm going to do another piece. And press that tight. And now I'm going to remove the backing, like so. And when you do that, you should see the shiny part of the tape sticking to the cord. That shiny part is the glue. And we just push that down on our fabric and press it down nice and hard. And as you can see, it's pretty strong. I'm pulling quite tight here. And there you go.